Good morning, everybody. This is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, I send you love. I actually have already done this video. And I went back to try to listen to the sound because I am using a new microphone combination today. And I would love your input on it. You are probably going to still hear some of the background noise. What I want to focus on is the clarity of my voice. So I've already made this video, but I went back, as I said, to double check the sound. And I was like, why is there only 1 minute and 10 seconds here? Lo and behold, a malfunction took place. And so I am going to try my best to redo this video. So bear with me. You won't often hear me talk about world events or anything negative, and I am not going to talk about anything negative today. But we are having now a new type of situation where now gas is becoming unavailable to a lot of people. This has the ability of creating, of course, fear, anxiety. All kinds of scenarios can result from the lack of gas. There is a process that takes place in life. No matter what we do, well, there is a process. No matter how much we try to think positive, there is a process. Life exists. Creation takes place. The natural flow of life, the natural order. We are governed by sets of laws that are already in place. You can learn about these laws and how they pertain to your life, or you can live within chaos. Becoming an observer allows you to become a natural part of the process. You can be an individual now who becomes afraid, who panics, who's trying to go out, find as much gas as you can possibly attain. Just like what took place back when COVID started. People panicked, went and bought all the toilet paper, paper towels, hand sanitizer, got all the kinds of food that they could have gotten their hands on until the stores were depleted. A lot of people who were not in panic were left without. Or even those who were in panic or still didn't have enough. Life has a cycle of ups and downs, goods and bads, changes, no change. We can be the individual that understands, really understands. Life happens. If you understand that life happens, you can reassess, make the necessary changes, therefore create a different outcome. You can be an individual that doesn't observe change, doesn't observe what is going on properly. Stay within that fear mindset, that limited mindset. Therefore, life seems to stay the same. When everything around you can quite possibly be changing, you stay the same. If you think in terms of like a wave, like the wavelengths that I spoke about in a previous video where I saw wavelengths. It's also the representation of the colors of the rainbow. Whether you see the colors of the rainbow or can pick up on sound or anything else that's visible within this reality or not visible within this reality, such as the spirit realm, it is ever present. There are colors of the rainbow that exist within this reality that many people cannot observe. There are sounds within this reality that many people cannot pick up on. It still exists, which is part of creation. Something is always being created naturally by the law of orders here. Yet you can become a part of this natural order. Life is never about punishing you. It's always giving you an opportunity to progress. Let me give you an example. And I'm going to take you back to my health journey. It's something that a lot of people experience. A lot of people understand or can understand getting healthy, losing weight, trying to eat better. In 2015, when I had that type of mindset to finally set forth with my health journey, I placed that intention in my mind and I got the ball rolling. I bought the fascia blaster. I bought other equipment to keep on hand here in my home for the time when I was able to move more. I could use it. I had it ready. Therefore, it was already in my mind that nothing was going to stop me this time. I had to get rid of some of my physical pain in order to become a little bit more mobile, or I could stand longer, I could move longer than a few minutes per day without so much discomfort. Till I build up momentum where I could start utilizing exercise equipment. Eventually I picked up on resistance bands. Eventually I was able to use weights. My old self, and what I was used to, was trying something, being successful for a period of time, not seeing results, giving up, or finding it too difficult to maintain this type of lifestyle of not eating enough, not eating what I wanted to eat, whatever the excuse was. Therefore, I would fall back or fail. When I became the Beachbody coach, I heard a lot of times, well, I have tried that. I've tried exercising, I tried eating right. It didn't work. It doesn't work because that type of mentality is so embedded within us, like a blueprint, and we haven't built a type of momentum to help ourselves get going again. We haven't bridged together the low phase to the high phase of what we can have When we are in this interval or this period of that break between cycles, between flow, lack of flow, in order to create more flow, the natural law says you have to create an effort. You have to try a little harder. You have to dig deeper. You have to reassess. You might have to try something more. You might have to add another routine into your practices. In order for you to get over this hump. It's easier to stay within a negative mindset. It's easier to not change. It's difficult to continuously change. To learn to move with a natural flow of creation, like the seasons, takes effort. It takes being present. It takes observing all of your experiences and realizing I'm at a season of death. I'm at a season of rebirth. In order to bridge these two realities together, you have to work a little harder. You might have to learn something different. In other words, you have to dig deeper within you. Pull that divine will that exists naturally within our reality in order to change your outcome. The law of 3 works with the law of 7, and that's what we're talking about. That's why we have the rainbow. That's why we have the musical scales. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and right back to do. That whatever you start at, you will make your way back to that same cycle in time. It's going to be at a different rate, a different octave. It's still the same. A cycle of life and death. A different type of transformation, a different type of creation is available to you at all times. But the law of 3 says, or is an example. I see my life. I don't like my life. How can I change my life? You can stay the same. You can try for something different. When you observe, really dig deep, make that decision. You work for it, you create a separate result, which becomes the 4th result and becomes the bridge that connects you to a different reality, gets you to the next step of 5 and 6 and 7, which creates another result, bringing you right back down to do, or at a different octave of do, that is, of the musical scale. Life happens in cycles. Did I mention this in this video? I didn't. I think it was in my previous video that got erased or didn't even record. And I really hope this one is recording. I didn't even check. If it's not recording, I am going to try something else today. But I was going to do it. I mentioned this in my video that got deleted somehow. Malfunction. I live on a major road. It was used to be a 1-lane road back even before my time, when my husband was growing up. And is now a 2-lane road and actually needs to be 3 because there's just so much traffic. Sometimes I can go to the driveway and I'm out within seconds. Sometimes I sit there and it seems like I'm there for 20, 30 minutes waiting to get out. I notice that when I can get out of my driveway, I am in a creative mode. I am in a different mindset. I am at a different vibration. But then I realize sometimes I'm in this high vibration and yet there's lots of traffic. What's up with that? Life. The traffic will always have traffic. Regardless if I'm there or not, there's going to be traffic. You probably pick up on the sound in the background. Traffic. Yes, the traffic will sometimes match my frequency. Because within this reality, we have what we think becomes divine will. Free will. Then in this reality, we also have the laws that already are in place. Existence is already here. Flow and creation are present continuously. So you have ways of life going for you, what you create and what already exists per the laws, and we also have a reality that intersects with other people's reality. So you can say 3 basic ones. If you are an observer of life, you know though when you go to the end of my driveway, if I am an observer of my life, which I am, I'll go to the end of my driveway, I'll see there's lots of traffic, and I know there's going to be a break in high traffic where I will be able to get out of my driveway. Those who are not in observance mode go to the driveway, see the traffic, get anxious, become angry, worry about being late, and the cycle of that reality goes down. Which therefore, when it mixes with the natural flow of life, will change the flow of life to something negative. If you become the observer and you are in your present state, you're taking presence within your reality, you're stopping, you're reflecting, you're thinking about things, you're breathing, calming yourself down, staying within a state of calmness and love. You enter into a reality and can change it to be uplifting and full of love. The laws are already in motion. Life is going to change or be, no matter what it is that we do. But at any given moment within our lives, we are able to have a different experience. It takes presence, and it takes divine will, which is always readily available to us. We make a choice daily. We make a choice every hour of the day, every minute of the day, every second of the day. Push. Try. Succeed. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.